EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Downs goes in motion. Throwing to begin is Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Get it.
From the gun, Richardson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the 1st down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second down, Jackson. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
3rd and goal for Jackson. This is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
1st and 10.
Let's go.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
for that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On the jump. Ready.
Richardson operating from the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll be third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Here we go, Scott.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 47 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things.
Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A first down throw for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
He'll look for Flowers downfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Raven first down. Again, it's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Jackson up top again. He's going to keep it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Off the play fake. Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. Jackson now. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop third and goal. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Open man downfield. It's Pittman. 23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Colts first down.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and a yard at the 13-yard line.
Second and a yard.
Get it.
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They put Woods in motion. Now they'll try to run the jet sweep. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop them. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of...
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, this is Downs. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. On first and 10, here's Richardson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And, yes, you have to throw
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Now he takes off. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of...
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
They preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Going up top and looking for Flowers.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Okay, break.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Here's Richardson. To the goal line and in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and
he tries to make a break for the goal line, but they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olson back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, this is Downs. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Okay, ready? Set, ready.
We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a
Let's go
yard.
now. Get up.
Now Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Ravens are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jack. The ball comes out. The Colts have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
No.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. 2nd and 7. Aguilar goes off in motion. 2nd down. Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get it!
Richardson operating from the pistol. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action now. Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 77 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the...
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, this is Downs. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Curve 19. Let's go.
Throwing, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here, leads to a nice game.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll look deep for Pittman. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big gainer for Indianapolis. A pickup of 44 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On second down, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and
he'll take it on in. Jelani Woods. Touchdown, Indy. Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more.
Come on.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Dragon 60. Check out.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Alpha, sit on. Nice shot. Sit on.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he will score. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. He'll look to throw. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, this is Downs. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
On the ready.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Go.
Richardson going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
18 ready.
That's good.
On first down, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing is Richardson. The second down throw is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Again, it's Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 6.
You change it. Go.
Bateman is the motion man.
Ready, shot.
On third down, Jackson. That one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
set.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Richardson to throw. Now inside the 25. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with... Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First down throw. Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Here's Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And the have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is Downs. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Right to the air is Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Open man. That's Alec Pierce. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Open man, right side. He's got it. A
pick up. In the air. First down, Indianapolis.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Drop 50, drop 50. Come on, come on. Hey.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And that ball incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Get it. 19 Lions. Ready.
Here's Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that will lead to a second down.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to look downfield once again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick six.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Now Richardson. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by one.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Open man downfield, it's Rice. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. They put Kelsey in motion. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Downs. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Here's Richard in trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 brings up second and 16 at the
On the ball, on the
22-yard
ball.
line.
Mustang 19.
A second down throw for Richardson. This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he has taken down a big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So after one, 13-8. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. got it at the 3. And the Chiefs are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. They put Kelsey in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Anthony Gould now to return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
On the jump.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Hurt. Here we go.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Now he'll air one out. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to...
And he's in! Michael Pittman! Touchdown, Colts.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver's able to take it in for 6.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 32 yards.
Attack!
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Got him in, it's Kelsey. Complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Ready, break! Ready.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
Ready up! Pat the 60!
Richardson operating from the pistol. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Get it! 65 cat! 65 cat! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready!
From the gun, Richardson. That is caught! And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Richardson will give it to Taylor. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They could have.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll tuck it and take off. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Hopkins sent in motion. That is caught to the goal line and in. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker now for the point after. And oh, he missed it. Missed the extra point. And this is going to stay a 3-point game. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Set. Go.
To throw, it's Richardson. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is Downs. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Ready, set. Let's go now. Ready, ready.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Ready. Ready.
On the give, this is Taylor. Taylor, a 1st down and more. 20, 15. The speed on display. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A first down throw for Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Mahomes now to throw again. There he goes again. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll look deep for Pittman. He's got it! What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow, and the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
Ready.
Richardson. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself. There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Hardman now to return it. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
That's just a lack of contain here by the kickoff team. You have to at least be able to slow him down. But he's able to get a good head of steam going up that right side, and he's finally forced out of bounds, but not until he gets to the other side of midfield.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
On first down, it's Mahomes. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Colts will take over here just past the 30.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's an air of excitement, Mike, anytime they call his number on the ground, and I think we could see why. You just need to catch the defense off guard for a split second, and he'll be through, sprinting downfield before they have any chance to react.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down. Richardson to throw. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Colts first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
Brings up 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. This one caught at the 4.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
No movement from the kicking team to break this tie. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Kelsey. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A gain of 57 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney Thomas. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to do as an offense as you take the field following what they call these sudden change situations. Your defense does a great job, Mike, taking the ball away. The opposing defense now is kind of...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So when you talk about cover two, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover two, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
And that is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he'll finally eat this one. He'll go down. They've got him in the backfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up...
Big opening up the middle. And he's into the end zone yet again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half.
Makes the score, Chiefs 45, Colts 38.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Richardson going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position, out of bounds at the 3. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. And he'll go down, back at the 4. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field. So on a critical fourth down, they want to put the game in the hands of their quarterback. Give them some options. They go with the RPO scheme. The defense sells outs to stop the run. He's forced to pull it. Incomplete pass. Great job by the defense, staying true to their assignments, playing disciplined football, and they get a huge stop there on fourth down.
They'll try again here. It's second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now Richardson. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
On the ball now.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. Ho-ho! Look at him go! A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range. Here's first down. Throwing, Richardson. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Ready? Ready, ready.
From the gun, Richardson. That's In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Down the field, he's got Kelsey. Look at the big guy rumble. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but